Hey, it's Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com, and it's another Friday, and I'm back to work. It's been 1 week. I've been at Dad 2.0 last week, so I've had one weekend off. And so getting back on a Friday after being out for a week, especially if you got to flip the switch, is going to be interesting. But it is what it is. Today I want to show you a game that I received prior to Toy Fair that was, I believe, probably debuted during Toy Fair. It's actually a really cool game that we got that the kids are, they love it. They love playing this game, and I think all kids are going to like it because kids themselves are natural storytellers. And what this game is called, it's called Tall Tales, the Game of Infinite Storytelling. And it's just very, very cool concept. So you'll see here, if I get a little bit closer, okay, so you've got a whole bunch of little pieces, you got different places. It's almost like improv storytelling for kids. And that's, I mean, kids just love to tell stories. So this is the box, and inside the box, there is some cards that you punch out, and there's this bag. Now, personally to me, I think repackage it, make it a smaller packaging with this bag, some on a board or something like that. You don't need that giant box. I was very surprised when I opened it up how big that box is. I know you got to punch out the game board pieces, and that's probably why the box is big. But have them pre-punched or something, and then they're in the bag. So you got all these very colorful environments, okay? So these great Tall Tales environments. So you got, like I say, a roller coaster. You've got the circus, which not much longer will the circus have any elephants. I think this is the last time around. The elephants are being retired. They're a duck pond. So the jungle, all different environments. And what's really nice about this is that you put down the environment. The kids think here's a place to start, and we'll start telling a story. Inside, and yeah, here's the instructions. Really simple instructions. There's actually a couple different ways to play this game. So you can play a basic game. So how to play that basic game: one player reaches into the story bag and draws one at a time 8 story pieces. So you just go in and you pick little story pieces, and that's what these little things are. So here's kind of like a gooey monster, and these are squishy type things, almost like I guess like Squinkies. They're all squashy like that, and they have all different kinds. Some diamonds, so you got some jewels in there. You got a king. I'll show you a few of these up close as well. But you pick those through, and then the people who are playing will then tell a story using each of the game pieces in turn. So there's a couple different ways you can play. I think there's 4 or 5. And the game's rated from 4 years old to 99 years old. Yeah, you can do group tales, taller tales, marathon tales, and you use all 50 pieces with the marathon tales. But wow, yeah, the number chosen is always 50 pieces, the entire bag. That's a long tale. And when you're with like my son, who decides that instead of just taking one thing out and telling the story of that, he goes back through all of them that you have, and you really can't stop him because no matter how many times you try, he keeps going back and he tells you about every single piece that he pulls out of the game bag. So 50 little colorful pieces in here in the game bag, and that is something that the kids use to, or parents use to start the story off or to continue the story. It's really an inspiration for the story. So here's a treasure chest. So you got a treasure chest, and so you could do, you switch the story to that. So it's a great way to just use your imagination and play a game that the whole family can play. And with this bag, once you've got everything punched out, this is really easy to just toss in a bag to bring with you on car trips, or to bring with you if you're going to go on vacation. It's light and it's easy to bring around with you. The instructions are real small and real easy, and it's definitely something that the whole family can enjoy together. So I'm going to show you what Tall Tales, the pieces and everything look like just a little bit closer. That way you can have a better understanding what's inside this bag. So I'm going to show you that right now. So here are a bunch of the pieces for Tall Tales. They're all 3D pieces. You can pick them up. They're squishy, and you use these to tell your tall tale. So it was a cake and a fire hydrant and a bed. For the longest time, we could not figure out what this was, and I kept holding it like this. I'm like, really tall pair of boots. But then we turned it this way, realized, oh, that's a bed. Don't know why we didn't realize that right off the bat, because now I can't unsee it as a bed. A boat, apple, picnic basket, a little puppy dog. There's all sorts of things in here. 50 different pieces, and they're great for sparking imagination, as well as these environments. So you got the polar bear and the walrus. You got you got a scientist in a lab. You've got these robots over on that side, and there's a bunch of those different cards, and the exact number, I think something like 24 or so different full color cards like that you can use for different environments. So the game pieces, they're nice. Everything fits in that nice velvet bag there, and perfect. Like I said before, or I'll say later, for taking on the road. It's just a perfect game like that. We go away every year for a trip that we pretty much unplug and we play a bunch of games, and this is an absolutely perfect game to bring with us because you can have fun and laugh, and everyone can tell part of a story, and it's just a whole heck of a lot of fun. All right, so that is Tall Tales, and it's really fun. We've played a few times as a family, and the kids really enjoy it. They love telling stories, and I think most kids do. So great thing to pick up and play with. In the blog post or in the notes, I think I'll put how much it is. I'm not sure. We were sent this as a review to play with and review, so that's what I'm doing here, is providing my opinion of this game and what I think of it. And I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I think I could do with less packaging, but that is my really only caveat there with it. And yeah, it's pretty good. So this is Drew Bennett from benspark.com. You can find me on Instagram as benspark, on Twitter as benspark, at facebook.com/I'm not a famous blogger, and also you can subscribe here. If you enjoy these daily vlogs, please go ahead and subscribe, and you can leave me a comment down below. If you were leaving me a comment today, the question of the day would be, what is your favorite story of all time? Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.